Hey, welcome back to the channel. So we're talking about Mandalorian episode 3. Something really caught my attention in this episode and might have a clue to what they're planning with Baby Yoda. So stick around to the end of the video to see what that is. Don't forget to subscribe. Another great episode. I'm gonna have to say it's another great episode. So there's a couple things I want to talk about in this one. Mando drops Baby Yoda off in one of the most saddest scenes in Star Wars. The doctor scans Baby Yoda and it's almost like they've seen one of these things before. I don't know, to me at least. Because he just like looked at him and he was just like, oh good, a healthy, it was almost like he was saying a healthy one. They scanned him, paid him, and I noticed it right off the bat, the freaking ice cream maker from Empire Strikes Back. I saw that thing, I was like, that's the freaking ice cream maker. Apparently it was full of Mandalorian armor, or armor billets. The scene of the like blacksmith making that armor again, you know, pounding the armor out was kind of redundant. It was already done in the first episode and he already had kind of the same type of flashbacks. It didn't show much more except for a super battle droid, which was actually pretty neat. I was like, hey, that's a super battle droid, nice. Also, I noticed after he got into a fight with that one big guy, they were holding each other's blades up to each other. I didn't notice it the first time, but after I watched it a second time, it was actually vibrating. They are vibro blades, which can actually fight a lightsaber, I'm pretty sure. I think they had a vibro blade in Rogue One, and apparently they never take their helmets off. It's gonna get a little sweaty in there. It's gonna get a little smelly in there. He got his new armor, looking good. He really did remind me of Jango Fett. He was about to leave. He goes back for Baby Yoda because, you know, of course he's gonna go back for Baby Yoda. Like, who wouldn't go back for Baby Yoda? He basically just went in there and turned all those stormtroopers into his bitch. John Wick-like scene almost. So here's the part that I want to talk about that really interested me. Mando blasts the door open and sees the doctor tending to Baby Yoda. And Yoda, or well not Yoda, but it's Baby Yoda was like laying there unconscious. We also see an interrogation droid hovering above Baby Yoda, menacingly. That was the part that interested me because then he turned around, the doctor turned around. It's just a child, don't hurt it, you know? But at the same time, there's this interrogation droid hovering above Baby Yoda, like going for him. He shoots it out of the sky and saves Baby Yoda. What were they going to do to Baby Yoda in that room? If he wasn't gonna hurt him, I don't know if he was lying, but if he wasn't gonna actually hurt Baby Yoda, then why was there an interrogation droid in that room? The same droid you'd used in A New Hope against Princess Leia by Darth Vader to extract information. That droid is called an IT-0. The Empire used these frequently to interrogate their enemies. Okay, it's an interrogation droid, right? But maybe it was being used for something else. Let's see what tools are inside this thing. Maybe it has some like way of sensing the Force or something. It turns out the only tools in this thing are torture equipment, electrocution. It can connect to someone's nervous system and electrocute that. It has a flesh peeler. Nice. Can take off, you know, tiny bits of flesh. Sound waves can emit from it that affect internal organs. It can affect pressure points. It has a chemical drug injector to inject truth serum. The other thing it has is a big red eye that can scan patients and see what kind of species they are. I don't think that any of those other tools would be useful for that doctor to be using on Baby Yoda. It doesn't sound like it. If the doctor wasn't there to hurt Baby Yoda and if he saved him, was he trying to collect midichlorians? That's the question. It was established by George Lucas in episode 1 that midichlorians are basically the reason for the Force. I think we'd all like the Force to be a little more spiritual than that, than just, you know, bacterial cells or something. But yeah, apparently it's in the blood. If Force-sensitive beings are being hunted down by this like fragment of the Empire, then they possibly could be being used to extract their midichlorians maybe, and to put it into a, you know, somebody to give them the Force. It's kind of hard to tell because we don't have that much information. And then there's the theory that Baby Yoda is a clone and there's more Baby Yodas out there. I think that the doctor was just trying to look out for himself and just make the excuse that he saved Baby Yoda because there was a stormtrooper in there with him, you know? Then there was the badass scene where Mandalorian got ambushed by the other bounty hunters, and of course his boys came up, freaking flying up with their jetpacks, and they save him. It was a good action sequence, and he gets away. I guess the Mandalorian tribe is gonna go find a new place to settle down. So I'm suspecting, since they're doing these experiments, that they are trying to possibly extract the Force out of them. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.